I mean, just put it towards the back. I also, yeah, it looks good. Okay.
Little cone on my head. What's
Mhm.
up, you guys? It is Mary.
And
We request a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment.
down below. We say we are reviewing season 17, episode 13, season 17, episode 13 of Sister Wives, you guys, and it is the one we've all been waiting for.
I know.
We're just gonna hop right into it.
Yes.
I think we did a preview earlier in the week.
Yeah.
I know some people have been saying that we're not getting. I just want to quickly say this. I know some people have been saying that they have not been getting the notifications from our channel.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they just sent out notifications automatically.
Yeah.
But it seems like I actually have to go in and do something.
Okay.
So I apologize for that. I will do that as soon as this video is over with.
Yeah.
But yes, please just hit the notification button so when I do fix it, you get all of our notifications to know when we go live, when we post content and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
This one was quite a bit.
It was bombs after bombs after bombs, I thought
it was so sad about the whole Gabriel thing. You know, your parent, like, that made me cry.
Yeah, I know you were really crying. I was
really,
sobbing.
really sad.
You were very, very sad about that. I mean, I guess we can kind of start there. Kody calls because
he calls him because he caught COVID.
Yeah, and Robin got COVID. Their whole family got COVID, apart from Aurora, who was quarantined from the family.
Yeah.
But Kody, because Gabriel had it in January, and now we were in October 11th, which happened to be Gabriel's birthday. Kody calls him to say, hey, how did you do with the whole COVID thing? What were your symptoms? That kind of stuff. So they talked about that. Gabriel said, he deliberately didn't tell him
because he wanted to see if he would remember.
If he'll remember and
remember
just say happy birthday, and he didn't. Instead, you're calling him about your favorite wife, which the kids have already spoken to you about, like the favoritism that you show with Robin and her kids, and you're talking to him about that and about the COVID that they have. Mm-hmm. And don't wish him happy birthday, which you were saying that you thought that he did it on purpose.
I actually think he did on purpose,
and he might have. I was like, that would be so cruel, but he might have. Maybe he was thinking maybe Gabriel will say something about his birthday and that he can wish him happy birthday. So no, just having watched Kody through these months, he probably was like, well, he didn't tell me anything. I mean, he should have. Probably talked about it with Robin, and Robin's like, you still should have wished him happy birthday, whether he said something or not. Gabriel said 2 hours later, he wants to call him to make up for it and wish him happy birthday. And Gabriel was just broken. Like, he was crying. He was sobbing.
I think what's really sad is that he's realizing that he's lost his father. Yeah. That's what's really sad.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the whole thing, I feel like Kody did on purpose. Because the thing is, how do you call me coincidentally on my birthday talking about your favorite wife?
Yeah.
But then you remember 2 hours later that it's my birthday. I think he knew.
Yeah.
And he just said in his subconscious mind, we're not even on good terms anyway. Yeah. I'm calling him for COVID reasons.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. But if he doesn't mention it, I'm not saying happy birthday because he is not getting along with Robin. Yeah. He has not been a good son. He has not bowed down to me and my favorite wife. So I'm not going to wish him happy birthday. That's what I think he did. I think he did it on purpose to hurt him. Yeah. And I felt bad.
He also thought that Gabriel will say, oh, hey, it's my birthday. And then maybe they can kind of like go into that.
He doesn't owe you that.
But he really doesn't.
The thing is, he doesn't even know if you even like him. Or like if you even if you even care about the father-son relationship,
and their friendship that they've had through the years too.
So he doesn't trust you.
Exactly.
So he's not going to go and just like how you keep on saying that it's not a safe space for you.
I know.
It's not a safe space for him to tell you about his birthday.
Exactly.
Even though he tried to blame himself, say, well, I really shouldn't have done that. I think it was heartbreaking. I thought it was very, very heartbreaking. And then for us to fast forward to the clip where Aurora was downstairs quarantining from the family.
Yeah.
Oh, I went upstairs after 10 days to go stand 10 feet away.
Days, but he said he felt like 10 days, and we were sobbing because
she came up the steps or whatever to say hi to them, whatever, like say I miss you because she's quarantining downstairs in the same effing house though.
Yeah.
And they were crying. He's like,
we were
I
sobbing.
miss you too. It's been 10 days.
Like 10 days.
And he was still sobbing. I'm like, this is why your kids are pissed with you.
Yeah, no.
You're haven't talked to her in 10 days, but you're in the same house.
Yeah.
But you haven't contacted me in months. You also have not even wished me a happy birthday.
Yeah.
This is the issue.
Remember
and then you
when
want to
Savannah
sit
had
here.
not seen him in about what 2 months or something, and she was kind of used to not seeing him.
I'm
How
so
about when
sick
Isabel
of Kody.
was gone for how many? Over a
She was
month.
gone for 4 months.
I mean, you weren't sobbing like that to even go
No.
see her. Like you
didn't give a damn.
No.
And then you wonder why your kids don't like you.
Yeah.
But you want to blame it on COVID.
Yeah.
COVID is the catalyst for why you and Christine got divorced.
No,
you are the reason why you guys got divorced, idiot.
Exactly.
You know, I don't want to say dumb broad, but he is acting like it.
Oh no, let not be a dumb broad. Let be a man.
No, but it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just really out of line. It's out of bounds.
Yeah.
And I mean, Gabriel has let himself go completely.
I know.
He has gained weight.
Yeah.
He has his hair is overgrown.
He felt so bad.
He has acne all over the place.
Yeah.
And because he had such a good relationship with his dad, who he considered his best friend.
I know.
All for that to be thrown away to the wayside because he's fallen in love with some woman.
Yeah.
And now he obviously has forgotten all the relationships he's had. He can't see nothing besides Robin's rear end that he's kissing every day. Yeah. You're so perfect, Robin. You're so perfect. You're so perfect. Everybody needs to be like you. Everybody needs to be like.
And I don't even think it's even like that either, because I was surprised when I found out that he does go to the RV to go because he said that he wasn't going to go to that RV. So I was surprised that he's even spending time there. I think sometimes he wants to have a break from Robin and the children. I do think that Robin and her kids.
Well, she got
and he just wants to get away from that. So I don't even think it's that. I think that Kody, at the end of the day, he doesn't like to take accountability for his own stuff.
No.
So instead of just taking accountability, he kind of, in a sense, to me, scapegoats Robin. Like, you know, you guys have not been there for her, and this is why I'm having problems with you all. It's not my fault at all that we're having these issues.
How is Robin an angel?
It is because you guys have been mean to Robin. That's why I'm having problems. That's why you guys have problems with me. No, we're having problems with you, Kody, because we have problems with you. Because you're not managing this whole family properly. You are not being fair. You're playing favoritism. You're being lazy in the relationship. You have 4 women. It is hard to even manage one relationship. But you chose to have 4. You chose to be in this lifestyle.
He has 3 wives.
Yet through the years you've gotten lazy, and I'm going to talk about one of the sins of Robin, because that's one of the things that both of them have. We're going to
post that today,
which is being slothful. They're both very lazy people.
Yeah,
and they're lazy in relationships as well. He's very lazy in his relationship, and he doesn't take any accountability.
None.
But I wanted to also talk about Truly now goes to go see them.
Yes, that was the beginning,
and,
right?
Yeah, and she doesn't even hug him. She's really not even looking at him in his face.
She's probably like, why the hell am I here?
And even Chrissy said that she's still awkward with her dad.
Yes, they don't have a good relationship.
You haven't cultivated that with her. Like, you stayed away from the family completely. And then when you were there at the house with Isabel and Truly, you will turn on the television,
check out. You'll come late at night
check out,
to
or
see
you
them.
will be on your phone.
And he said he did it on purpose.
Yeah, they said
I don't want to be there.
Yeah, and he has nothing to talk about too. Like, it's not their job to make conversations with you. It's your job as a parent to figure out what's going on with them. And so he's there asking Truly, like, are you going to spend the night? And he doesn't even reach out also to hug her and say, hey, Truly. He's just like kind of standing there.
Oh, watching her.
Yeah, like just watching her. Like, he did not even sound excited.
Not at all.
Like how Solomon and Ari was so excited. And then even Robin tried to like
settle down, Ari.
Yeah, settle down, Ari.
She's how old? She's like what, 4?
Like, this girl. This is the nature of young children, Robin.
She has her kids in a prison.
You know, like, she's going to get excited. She hasn't seen Truly for so long. Maybe that was a problem for her. She doesn't want them to be that excited to see Truly. Like, because they have other siblings.
Robin is like, so weird.
And this is what Janelle was talking about too. Like, when Kody asks her the question, which I thought was the question he wanted to ask this whole time when they had this lunch, which was, why is it that you find a relationship with Christine so easy than having a relationship with Robin.
Well, I think he really meant to say himself.
Well, yeah, but he also, I think, wants to ask that because I think Robin wants to know that.
My thing is,
Robin
why,
wants to
like,
know that.
how is that even a question?
Yeah,
How's that a question? They were close. It's like he has completely forgotten the relationships he's had, like before Robin was even a thing.
he has not forgotten those
Like
relationships.
I don't know, like he has amnesia or something. Like the thing is, Kody, their kids grew up together. She was the mother.
Yeah.
I think the thing is,
They
if he has to
worked
go back
together.
and remember all those things, he will actually have to acknowledge some stuff and
Yeah.
some truths. That's why he acts like he doesn't know.
Yeah.
But Robin and Christine's kids are like this. They're the same age. Christine was the housewife while you and Janelle were out there doing your manly stuff. Y'all were out there working. The two bros.
And she was like the housewife, you know?
I know.
And kept the house down. Like kept it working like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
She made peace between, you know, Janelle, Mary. Like that's what she did.
And that was the sister wife that Janelle, the sister wife that Janelle was closest to was Christine. Because she could not jive with Mary's crazy rear end. She just could not. Like at all. So I just think it's stupid that you're even asking. Like, how's that a question? Robin has sat down here and she has isolated herself from the beginning.
And
like she was in that house by herself.
That's what Janelle said.
She didn't want to be close to the wives, despite what she talked about how, I wanted this family. No, you wanted the man for yourself and you wanted to milk them for everything.
Exactly.
And then he's like trying to put out this narrative that like, Robin has been the sweet angel and she's been perfect, which is not true. She has ruined so many lives.
She really has.
And she is going to know what hell feels like very soon if she keeps it up.
Yeah. She really has. And when she says, you know, she wants the family.
Child.
Of course she wants the family. You wanted to be there, have free babysitters, right? But you did not want to have anything to do with the women. You wanted to focus on the honeymoon phase with their husband also. Let him forget about the wives he had. And you know, you instituted your 5-year plan, which was fine, no problem with that. But then got greedy. The reason why you went into this family, you saw a weak first wife, Mary, someone that you can totally bulldoze over
and walk all over
so that you can implement this 5-year plan. You already saw Christine doing what she's doing, so you just figured, well, you know, I'll be able to leave my children over there. And then Christine was like, you need to come over here and help out.
Yeah.
You know, you did not want that. So you moved stayed over at your place. Mm-hmm. You rather take one of her kids, Kelty, to come help you at your house like a nanny, instead of just bringing all the children together like how all of them have been doing prior to when you got there. So with your mouth, you say one thing, but your action shows something totally different.
Yeah.
But the two things I think that was one thing that he wanted to know about with Janelle. Like you said, how come it's easier to have a relationship with Christine? How come you're more loyal? It seems you're more loyal to Christine than to me. How come you have more empathy for her than for me? That's what he was really asking. And by the way, Robin also wants to know, how come it's easier to have a relationship with Christine than her? What is it about Christine? And it's not that you guys don't already know. You all know what it is about Christine that kind of people are drawn to. Her lightheartedness, her kindness. She's a worker. You know, she's a true sister wife. She's also loyal. She just keeps things a lot of fun. You know, she has a lot of respect for the kids. She has the ear of the children.
Yeah.
These are the things that you know are her attributes. But I mean, you want Janelle to tell you again so that you feel more rejected? And I felt though that when Janelle was talking about she wants to see if this relationship was viable, I was thinking, Kody, you better tread lightly, because I feel as though Janelle, that was her mission. Like she's looking at him as they're having this conversation, like, is this going to be viable for the long run? She said for the past few years, she has been thinking that, you know, is this something that she still wants?
Right.
For the past few years. I was like, whoa, did
I'm
he hear
shocked.
that?
Yeah.
Like for the past few years, she's thinking to herself, is this something that still works for me?
Like, is this worth it?
Is it worth it? That's what she's trying to figure out. And while he's there trying to reminisce about Christine, and I think he would have felt really great if Janelle had just ostracized Christine completely.
Absolutely, but that's
Like shunned
impossible.
her. That's what he wanted. He wanted her to shun her the way it looked like Robin and Mary were going to. You know how sometimes they do this shunning in some of these religious places. They
Yeah.
will shun someone who has, who's no longer a part of them. That's what he really wanted Janelle to do. And she will not do that, even to their face. And
Yeah.
it just bothered them to the core. But then what's the sister wife thing then?
I think the only
What's the
person who's
sister wife
really
thing?
like a true sister wife is
Was
Janelle.
Janelle.
I think Janelle actually wants to see the wives win and wants
Yeah.
the best for them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But this is where it goes back to when he opens his mouth and is so hypocritical
Yeah.
about you all have awful relationships with each other and blah blah blah. Kody doesn't want
He has the worst
true
relationships.
sister-wife relationship.
No, he does
Because
not.
when Janelle shows true sister-wife relationship, he does not appreciate that.
No.
He does not appreciate that. And we're going to see in the preview when he tries to get Mary and Robin to start trying to beat on Janelle.
And he got violent.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that.
Okay, Robin Perini says, I hope I said your name right, girl. But Robin's made a big deal for her 6-year-old's B-day. She had a big party. All the kids had to go, but the other wives' kids, Robin and Kody, don't know how old they are and when their birthdays are. Yeah, you want all of them to come to your child's birthday, but you can't even remember that the other kids that he has birthdays.
I know.
Like, it's like.
And that's the thing. You're coming to this family. One of the first things she should have done. That's why I said she's very lazy.
It's just degenerate.
One of the things that she could have done was written all the kids' birthdays. You know what I'm saying? If she's really trying to really get in good with the family, and so that anytime just before the child's birthday, you kind of remind everyone and you do something nice for that child. After all, that's what they were doing with the family when she got there.
Right.
You know? But now that Kody is just with you, now you all are forgetting birthdays now to the point that he will actually contact his son on his birthday, deliberately not tell him happy birthday, and have that boy all broken up.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, I'm happy I said your name perfectly, girl.
Okay.
I was like, I'm always bad at pronunciation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like the whole thing is just very hypocritical. And then also my thing is, which I thought was a mess, because he kept on talking about Robin throughout the whole entire thing. Yeah. And it was like moments where I don't know, I wasn't feeling sorry for him, but I was like, oh, at least he's being real. Like, I feel like this is the only time he's being like slightly genuine.
Yeah.
But he kept on talking about Robin. And then it's like Robin, then Janelle was like, okay, if you want to go here, then let's go here.
Exactly.
If we're being honest, Kody, would you be this defensive about me? That's when he said, you and I have not been acting like a married couple for years.
He does not answer her question.
That's when
he
got in her face and said, you want to challenge me? Let me challenge you. Okay. You've been my man, my bro. You haven't been my wife.
Exactly.
So I would not be defending you.
Okay, and then that's when I have to come up with, there are two things. First of all, when she asked that question, he kind of had a little smile at first. You know why? Because he knows that has happened. With Mary, you weren't defending her when Mary and her were not getting along, and Mary wasn't really being like the nicest first wife with Janelle. So you never defended her like that. The only time, not even in defense of Janelle, but when you wanted to pull Mary down.
But also
then you'll bring it up. But the other thing too, Kody, is this. If now you're telling her we have not been behaving like a married couple, so why do you want her now to be like Robin? It's been 30 years. Like, exactly. Yeah. We have not been behaving like a regular married couple. You all have been like, you're my bro, you're my dude. Okay? That has functioned well for us. Why now do you want us to change it after 30 years?
My issue with that is I feel like Kody should be defensive of all the wives. Period. I don't care if she is your bro and it's awkward to be romantic with her. If somebody's being mean to her, like genuinely, and is not doing right or whatever, or it's just going out of their way to be malicious, which nobody has gone out of the way to be malicious to Robin.
Yeah.
You should defend them because they're all your wives. They were all there before Robin was there. You should be wanting peace between your wives. So if one is hating on one because they're feeling like, oh, or whatever, you should be like, hey, no, it's not like that, whatever. You should be leading with kindness and love and with peace.
Didn't do that.
But you don't care. So you should be defending Janelle, even if you think of her as another man. It don't matter.
But guess what?
She's your wife. She has Janelle 6 of your kids.
That's what Janelle
Robin only has 2.
Janelle told him. She said in the confessional, she's like, I will ask Kody for stuff for years. She probably will tell you about Mary for years.
And she said you kept like ignoring it. So she said, I had to become my own damn hero.
I had to rescue myself. Exactly. And so now all of a sudden, and you know,
there's a song, it was in Cheetah Girls where was it? I don't want to be like Cinderella sitting in a old dusty cellar waiting for somebody to come and set me free.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it was a song that it was in Cheetah Girls out. They were saying that I don't want to wait on some Prince Charming to come save me. I'm going to save myself. Yeah. I'd rather rescue myself. So that song just came in when you were talking about Janelle having to save herself. Okay. I just want to sing that song.
Well, I just heard the little But yeah, she like had to be her own hero. And now that she's been independent, you have been fine with that. All of a sudden now, you know, you want her to be something that she's not.
I think it's very unfair.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, like not at all. And I just feel like I felt like Janelle, she really was trying her best. Like, I feel like she was trying to say, like, look, like, let's work this out. Like, I don't want to be
together for
I don't want to break this up. I don't want us to leave, whatever. Like, she was trying to pull on anything. Like, child, when she had to say they were lovers, she cringed. Like, it's like her eye twitched. Did anybody catch that? She was like, I mean, you're my best friend. I want to tell everything to you. I mean, you're my lover. You're everything. I was like, oh my God, not lover.
She doesn't feel comfortable just like expressing that maybe side of their relationship.
Well, because he's talking about how he wants romance. So let me remind you that, Kody, hey, we do have sex, even though it's been maybe 10, 12 months. We still have sex. You're still my lover. Even he was like,
I mean,
Janelle supported the whole family and gave Kody her father's inheritance. What? Oh, and Janelle supported the whole family and gave Kody her father's inheritance. What was this?
Wow. So I guess when the father passed away, she gave. I mean, did her father pass away? I wasn't sure if her father has passed away, but inheritance. What? So obviously, she got some inheritance from her dad, and of course, she would have put it with the family because she works and put it all in this little area of the family.
I'm shook, Robin. I am actually shook.
And all of that money has gone into family fund, you know? And that's what's so annoying. All this money has gone into family fund. This woman has worked for 30 years, put all this money in the family fund that the family has been able to, like, she has raised this family on her back.
Yes.
On her blood, sweat, and tears. And now you ain't got no money for this woman to pay off the land so she can build. That's all she asks for.
And Kody doesn't think she is loyal. I know, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and Robin is so greedy. She has her big house there, but doesn't want this woman to have her own. All because what? She likes Christine better than you? It's a petty thing with Robin. Very, very petty.
And I get so pissed when I see like the different angles of her house because it's huge.
I know.
Everybody helped.
Yeah.
Everybody helped fund that.
Yeah.
And you can't even let Janelle go stay in the room.
No.
Like, I just think it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, it's so retarded what's going on.
I don't like all those trees around that house though.
But that house is massive.
But it's massive, and
it's
a lot
massive.
of land around it. Yeah.
And there's doorbells. There's several different doorbells in the house.
I know that we saw later on when they were doing their little Halloween stuff. I mean,
it's about as big as that house over there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a huge home.
It's huge.
Huge home.
Yeah.
And I just think it was ridiculous. Like, the thing is, he was there trying to gaslight Janelle throughout the whole entire conversation, talking about Robin, how you have to apologize to her. And also, my thing is with the whole them needing, I feel like there's a lot of guilt with Kody
and Robin,
especially because because Christine has left.
Yeah,
I think they are overcome with guilt. I don't know if it's guilt or if it's something else. Y'all let me know if y'all don't think it's guilt. But I think
he misses Christine.
I think he's overwhelmed with guilt, because that's why he keeps on telling everybody that they need to apologize to Robin.
That she left. Like, he cannot believe that Christine of all people has left him. And he does not have this woman just in his orbit anymore, because he kept on trying to bring her up. And like, even when he talks about, he's like, I just want to tell her, sweetheart, I'm brokenhearted and I need you to heal me. I'm sure Janelle is thinking, like, where is Mary when you need her? Like, where is Christine? Like, that would have been something that you could have talked to Christine about, probably, and Christine can help your broken heart.
My thing is, she's not a healer. This is your bro.
That's your bro.
Yeah,
and I'm sure Janelle is thinking, he's like, is she a strong enough woman?
She's not a mammy. She's never been a mammy. Yeah. Like, I feel like you have forgotten who this woman is.
Christine is a mammy.
Yes.
Christine will take care of you.
Mary
will put on her cape
is also a mammy.
And be there for you and help you heal.
Captain Save Kody, even though he is the man and I'm the woman. I'm the one who will probably need saving.
Yeah, she's going to be there for you. And the thing is, I'm sure Janelle also is thinking, like, she had this confused look on her face most of the dinner.
She was trying so hard to
because it was kind of like, I don't have the words or the healing for this man. But not only that, if the tables were turned, he also will not have the words or the healing for me. Like, this is not our relationship. And even Kody says, Janelle is aloof. So am I. She's aloof like me.
But it was a running joke.
Where do you have him? I say her, him. And Janelle, she looks the most like she's very feminine.
I think she's very feminine.
Very beautiful woman.
She looks the most feminine next to Christine.
Yeah, I think of all the wives, I think Janelle looks, to me,
the most feminine.
She looks very much like a woman. So it's so funny when it's such a conundrum, because you look at her, you know that this is a woman with all her voluptuousness and all that, right?
And her beautiful eyes and pretty face and hair.
And then all of a sudden, when
she opens her mouth and then you're like,
her thought process is so like masculine, right?
It's straight up masculine.
Yeah. So she was just confused the whole time, like, honey,
she's like, what do you want me to be?
Functional relationship. I have affection for you. Well, maybe it's not love, but it works. It's been working for a while. We've been there for each other
for 30 years. She's like, 30 years it hasn't worked. Like, you haven't had a good marriage. And it's like, he never answered the question.
No, he doesn't.
Janelle, get the hell out. That's all I have to tell you.
In some moments, it was comical, because in some moments, he'll look at her and he'll be blinking, kind of thinking like, oh yeah, that's Janelle, but then wanting more from her. And she's not Christine.
Go to Mary. Mary is begging for a crumb.
That's what I'm saying. Fix this relationship with Mary, and maybe you might be able to get, I don't know, some of what you are missing from Christine not being there.
I actually think he hates Mary. I actually think he hates her. I don't think he even likes her as a person, because he'd rather make manly Janelle become a woman, like have a romance. He'd rather turn her into
her thought process.
He'd rather turn her from a bro to a romantic life partner than to go to Mary, who is basically like a blank canvas for you to say, this is what I need you to be, and she will be.
Of course, he's physically attracted to Janelle.
I know, but he wants romance when they've never been romantic like that. Like, the last time I saw them romantic was when she was working out a lot and she wore that red lipstick and they had their anniversary dates. Yeah. That was the most romantic I have ever seen.
But he has said that Janelle is not a romantic person.
Yeah.
And even she has said she has had to learn through the years to stand still and allow Kody to kiss her. You remember she said so in one of her episodes?
Yeah.
She says, because I see him going around kissing the other wives, I've had to, stand still and allow him to hug me, do
and
little
give me
PDA.
affection. And I think and I think she said she was just getting used to that.
Right.
And it was season 8.
Yeah.
So it had been about 15 years in their marriage. So, I mean,
So
what do you want from her?
He's
you want her
attracted
to
to her.
contort herself to be something that she never has been.
She has never been. But I think he's physically attracted to her.
Of course he is. I mean, she's beautiful.
Physically attracted to her. He's like, now I want you, what I see on the outside, I want you to kind of bring that to me because I'm missing that feminine part of Christine.
He needs another Robin.
Light and no. He really needs Christine because Robin is not Christine. Christine has a softness about her. She has that, yes, she's a mammy, but she has that softness, that lightness. Like, come rest on my breast. I got you. And she'll make a joke too.
Yeah.
Like, she'll make a joke, keep it light, keep it fluffy. And I think he just misses that. Even when he came to help her. Remember, he came to help her to move, and she was like, "Well, thank you, babe." Like, she called him babe just so easily because she's used to calling him. But I don't even think it even registered in her mind.
I don't think she even realized she called him babe.
And he realized that you could see his body, you could see the effect it had on him.
Yeah.
To the fact that when she's leaving, he's like, "I love you, bye." And it was just so pathetic. I mean, it's like if you had asked Janelle, like you're having this conversation with Janelle now, but Kody, you could have had this conversation with Janelle prior to it reaching this point, this shitstorm that you're talking about. If you had talked to Janelle then, she probably would have said, bruh, do whatever you need to ensure that Christy never walks out that door because you'll regret it.
Yeah.
She would have at least given you that advice. But now you wanting her to give you some kind of, I don't know, some kind of shoulder or chest to rest on? No. What are you doing? No.
Please, Janelle, I need you.
No.
I need you. I need you to be the woman that you can be. That I know you to be.
Okay, where's your fist?
No.
We're not holding hands.
No. Let's hold hands.
Fist.
Let's hold hands.
No.
Come on, Janelle. It's me, Kody. I need you. Like, this is what you try to make this woman to be.
She looked so confused. Poor Janelle. So, what else did they talk about? It was just like I was just looking. I was just like, oh man.
You put emojis and then when down he says, I can't.
And then when he says, she asked him, "Are you still with a plural marriage?"
He said, "Yeah, I've been questioning it for years." She said, "Yeah, I have been too."
And he looked, the look that he gave her when she says, "I've been questioning it," he looked terrified. He looked sad. He looked confused. All in that moment.
But I also feel like the thing is with Janelle, she also does not want to leave the whole plural thing yet. Like, she's holding on to it by like a terry cloth.
Yeah.
So she quickly was like, "Look, listen, it's okay to question it because I'm questioning it too. Yeah. We in this together. You're not alone."
Reset.
Yeah.
We're
like empty nesters.
Yeah, and he held on to that word, reset. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, well, let's eat. And then she looked like,
okay, good talk.
Thank God. Like, it was just. Yeah,
it was a nightmare. Actually,
it really was. I was looking at poor Janelle. I was just like, wow. And then he makes a comment about Christine has left this shitstorm and has skipped down the road and left us in it. Janelle was just
and she said, she said like
dangerous territory right
No,
here.
He said like Christine has left this shitstorm that she created.
Yeah,
and has gone on her merry way. You mean that you created?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
That was like, I think Will had it in.
He said because she was like, there's a lot of blame to go around. Yes. And she was like, also, I think Kody in the confessional, she was like, I think, he wants me to validate him. Mm-hmm. But that's dangerous territory because me and Christine still have a good relationship.
And not only that, you finna get your feelings hurt, Kody.
Yeah,
she go down that road with you because she will tell you some truths and then you're going to get hurt. So just... the whole Christine thing, just let it go. You messed it up. You're going to have regrets for a very long time. And we see that during the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
When he was sick for 3.5 weeks, that man was heartbroken for 3.5 weeks. It wasn't just COVID. He said he was looking at family photos and he was sobbing.
And then
as he
Robin
looked through the family photos.
And then Robin was saying some shit like, "Oh,
COVID
the sunshine he had has made him go away
because
the
of the COVID." No, it's because of
Christine. Christine, the true sunshine is gone. That's why he is depressed.
The
And
other
then
word that
Aurora,
starts with C.
Yes.
Christine. It's not COVID. It was Christine.
Yes. And then Aurora was there crying. My dad was
Brianna.
depressed because of COVID.
No, it was Christine, honey.
Please shut the hell up.
Well, I mean, these are children. I
meant Robin.
Yes, Robin. I know. You know, I mean, these kids, they're just kids.
It's just
you know?
like
I mean, they're older.
You guys
enough,
know he's been depressed. Like, but my thing is like, Brianna, you're also sitting down here making up lies because you know he's been depressed since the divorce. He didn't just get depressed because of COVID. I think the fact that he had to stay.
But they're repeating. That's a baby salamander. They're repeating what the mom is saying. He's depressed because of COVID. No, he is. We saw a huge salamander in my room, and it was like that fat and like that long, right? Like that long. And I think it was pregnant. So now maybe he just gave birth to the babies because now we see another baby salamander here.
Oh my God.
Anywho, but yeah, Mary cannot deal with the salamander stage. But anyhow,
what was I saying?
Yeah, Kody is depressed.
Not
because of COVID.
I think what happened was he's been divorced. He's been bothered with the whole divorce thing, right?
I know.
And now he's forced to sit down, stay at home, and deal with it. And that has made him extra depressed.
Yeah.
Well, let me give Brianna a break. Okay, I'm gonna give you a break for right
she's
now.
Just repeating what the mom said. The mom said it's COVID. That's why he's not optimistic.
Well, no, I think the thing is, I don't think Brianna has actually kind of seen Kody completely like depressed with the divorce thing because maybe he's coming and going. You know what I'm saying?
Because
so maybe she hasn't really seen it.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you a break on that one, but that's the only break you get
he
from
me. He probably leaves all of that drama when he's out of the home.
Yeah,
right. When he's out of the home and for the confessional.
But she's like she's seeing it firsthand because he's having to be home because of the whole COVID thing. Mm-hmm. So I guess that makes sense.
And then he looks at past family photos.
And he's like, man, I've just wasted time. Like all these years have gone by and like...
And he's looked at the family photos.
He's like, I've missed out on so much.
Yeah, he sees the fun that they had through the years.
And he's like, I'll never have that back again. And like, I've lost that.
You've lost it because during COVID, you had all these restrictions. You guys, even when the government had lifted some of the restrictions,
you had more rules than the CDC.
You had all these extra rules, and you wanted to, and you wouldn't, like Janelle said, you wouldn't even try to see things from your son's point of view. You know, you didn't even try to do that, and you had all these rules. You didn't even try to listen to them and say, okay, how can we adjust these rules so that I can see you kids? So for 2 years, missed opportunities. And that's where the regret is.
I think, personally, I feel like it will actually probably put him 6 feet under if he actually has to admit all the wrongs he has done.
Yeah.
And that's what I genuinely think.
A lot of missed opportunities. And I think that's why he said, I think COVID was the catalyst for the divorce.
I don't think she divorced you because of COVID. I think she divorced you because she had been going through abuse with you for years. Since she was pregnant with Truly. I feel like when you really break a woman's heart and you're not there for her during pregnancy, I don't think that's something you can ever forgive as a woman. Yeah. Like, I just feel there's just so much damage because I'm carrying your seed. Yeah. 2, I'm so vulnerable. Like, I feel like a woman needs a man the most during pregnancy and, of course, raising the child. Yeah. But definitely during pregnancy because we created this life together. Yeah. And you're there making out with your little girlfriend when I'm giving birth. Yeah. And you're married. Yeah. And then, all that. And then you also can't even walk down the block to come and tuck your kids in. Exactly. When I'm working, I'm pregnant, and I'm also taking care of 30 baby kids. I just don't think you come back from that.
Yeah. I mean, you could have, if you were listening to her, tried to validate what she was saying.
And try to make up for it.
Throughout from season 2. Yeah. You did not want to listen to her. You avoided. And Janelle has also said the same thing. When I ask Kody for what I need, He ignores me. So I have to
Yeah.
be my own hero. Well, no, Christine doesn't want to be her own hero in that because she's like, you're in this relationship too. And she actually wanted that relationship with Kody like that. Like, we're going to be together and stuff like that. A real relationship. I mean, and that's why she said, my relationship with Kody is totally different from Janelle's relationship with Kody. For Janelle, it was enough for her.
Yeah.
Okay, she was working, she's independent. That's what kind of drew her to the whole plural marriage thing. With Christine, she wants to have a good relationship, a long relationship with you,
Yeah.
a loving relationship with you, where I can come, I can tell you the issues I have, and we talk about it, we smooth things out. You don't just pat me on the head and keep on going, and I'm going to call you out when you do.
Yeah.
And that was not working for Kody.
Christine was the family seaside. Oh, this is
Yeah.
fear. Was it fire, ice?
Yeah.
Christine was the family seaside. Now
Yes.
all that's left is Robin, who's critical and demanding.
Yeah.
Mary, who makes his skin crawl, and Janelle, who rather spend time away from him. Yeah. Hey, truer words were never said. Okay, truer words have never been said. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I
like if
mean,
he looks
he
at
really,
Mary, he will
yeah,
get like cancer. Like that's
yeah,
how he sees. He sees Mary as cancer. Stay
yeah,
away from me. I want nothing to do with you.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah,
Please be over there, way over there.
yeah. And he comes out of the whole COVID thing and he says, I'm evaluating my life. He passes through Christine's house.
And he says the
The
hoodie he was wearing
was
choking him
because
he
he stopped
saw
the car by the house to remove the hoodie. He's so dramatic. And then as he saw someone there, it just
living in
came
the
back
house.
to him. He was so bothered by that, so angry. And now he has gotten so angry at COVID because, COVID has kept him away from stuff. And that's why now he has this divorce. And he didn't want to quit. He got like a whole tomato red. I didn't want to quit. I didn't want a divorce on my record. Like, Kody,
I think
this
the
anger
issue is you didn't want a divorce on your record, but you
have
also didn't want
show the action.
you didn't care about the marriages. It's not about having a divorce on your record. It's about actually making sure you're having happy, healthy relationships with your wives. It's not just about getting divorced.
Yeah.
I think the reason why he didn't want a divorce because it
To
put
tell
out
the
this
world.
image that
Yes.
plural marriage is something that's functioning.
Yes.
And then when you
And
have
wonderful.
a wife who leaves you, it removes that cover. Because even though we haven't seen him go through all this stuff or whatever, we're kind of like, well, the wives haven't left him,
They're
so it
still
can't be
there.
that bad.
Exactly.
Well, obviously was that bad because Christine packed her shit and she left, and she did it quite swiftly.
Yes.
And she could not get out of Dodge fast
and
enough.
as she was leaving, he saw her go from that. Remember, she looked so haggard in season 15.
Yeah.
Like so haggard, all getting, like just looking like she was getting older.
Yeah.
And then as she had talked about she was getting a divorce, this woman starts to look better. She starts to come back to life, and real Christine coming out.
Yeah.
And he was seeing that. That's why he used the term she's skipping down the road as she's leaving me in the shitstorm that she created.
Yeah.
No, the shitstorm is there because of you. But then he says the other thing he was thinking about how he was begging Janelle. All he was doing was trying to beg Janelle to have a relationship with him. And because he felt so rejected by Janelle. I feel rejected by Christine. He was thinking about Christine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the thing. You keep on saying Janelle, but it's really Christine. But you never really begged her for a relationship. Maybe you weren't saying much when she was telling you. Because remember, he said he kept on thinking that she'll change her mind. So he wasn't saying too much. Remember those days that they will sit at the table and talk?
Yeah.
He wasn't saying too much because he kept on thinking that she would change her mind and stay.
Yeah.
And then when he realized, no, she's not changing her mind. She's letting the family know that it's over.
Yeah.
That's when he had that whole knife in kidneys.
Yes.
And got all upset because, okay, you're definitely leaving now. I'm going to really tell you off now. Because now I know there's no going back.
Yeah.
But all that, I mean, you should have worked just as how angry you are now and showing all this emotion. That's what you should have been showing. You should have shown the action all this time so that she can stay.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit too late, and here you are now sobbing.
It's too late to
Yeah,
apologize.
I mean
It's
it's just
too
too late.
late.
She is gone. She's in Utah. It's been a month, and this man looking at photos and sobbing. I wonder how Robin and the family felt about that. You had to have known it was Christine he was sobbing for. And also sobbing for the children, too. You put all these restrictions on them,
Yeah.
and then you refuse to see them. Remember what
I
wasn't
know.
going to Janelle's house, wasn't going
What
to
was
Christine's
crazy to
home.
me is that he said that he, like, the fact that he had to quarantine for so long literally drove him crazy. Like, he said that it pissed him off so much. I can only imagine.
Because now you got COVID anyway.
You were quarantining for, I think it was
20 months, he said.
No, I was talking about when he got COVID.
Oh, 3.5 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were losing your mind for quarantining for 3.5 weeks. Can you imagine how the hell your family felt?
I know.
When you were there telling them that they had to quarantine for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, and they hadn't seen you in almost a year.
I know.
Can you imagine how they felt?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But you did it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And now you're all in an uproar.
Yeah.
Like no accountability.
None whatsoever.
At all.
None whatsoever. So they decide they're going to go celebrate Halloween now because the children need to have, because her children, and I think that's the other thing, she feels like when she thinks Christine has messed up the family in her head, she's like, her kids are never really going to have that, like what these children grew up with.
Yeah.
And that's what the shame is, Robin, and it rests at your door.
Yeah.
Because you saw a family, how they interacted with all their siblings and everything. And you came in and you destroyed that. You totally destroyed that. Instead of assimilating with the family, you kept yourself away because you were too jealous of Christine. All the things that they tried to say the other wives had, Robin was the one who was jealous of Christine.
Yeah.
You were jealous of who she was. You were jealous of what she stood for in the family. You were jealous of the skills that she had. Instead of you coming and assimilating with the family, you didn't. You put Mary to one side. You and her became friends.
Yeah.
Mary, with her gossipy, ninny self, starts not recognizing, as a first wife, not recognizing that this is a troublemaker right here.
Yeah.
And then it bit you in the butt because then you lost the only trump card you had, which was your marriage license.
Yeah.
So now you look like a dodo bird, and now he doesn't owe you a damn thing. And now he can really show that you make his skin crawl. I mean, he couldn't really show it completely before because you had your trump card, you had your marriage license, and you were the legal wife.
Yeah.
But all of that stuff you've lost.
Yeah.
And that's what she did.
And the thing is, you had malicious intent from the beginning because you really did it to really backstab Chrissy and Janelle, who you did not like.
Exactly.
And the woman ended up taking your husband, and you were the first one for him to remove.
Exactly.
How does it feel, Mary?
Mm-hmm. You brought Robin in because it's like you wanted to
put them in their place.
Knock Christine off her place. Like, okay, 16 years, really? Yes, he hasn't married anyone, but guess what? He doesn't need someone after you. Yeah, I'm going to find someone that he will need. I'm going to find someone.
Well, I thought it was very sad because I feel like she decided to do that to Christine because I'm sure for all those 16 years that he did not remarry, it broke her heart because she was like, you couldn't even wait 5 months for us to have our marriage when you decided to be with Janelle.
No, I think they were married for 5 years, I think.
Mom, but the thing is, he was living with they were living with Janelle.
I know.
Christine, no, Mary and Kody were actually living with Christine
when
were living with Janelle before he got married to Janelle. So can you imagine this whole time I'm living with you for almost 3+ years and you end up marrying my man?
Because remember, she was married to her brother and they divorced.
So she's here thinking, oh, Janelle will never be my man, just for her to go and marry Kody. And she's like, well, you didn't. It's like you needed another wife immediately. And you go and you be with my best friend who I've been talking to about you two.
I mean, they weren't best friends, but they were
But
friends.
they were very close, though. They
but
were
they
actually
lived in the same house.
They were actually very close, though. Like they were pretty close. I think she said, you know, I told her everything about Kody and everything. Like she was the first person to know that me and Kody were even talking, just for her to go around and be my man.
So that was, you know,
that's the history of Mary and Mary and Janelle.
And not too long after Janelle,
he got with Christine,
and
who
Christine
just had a crush on the family.
Had a crush on Kody for the longest time.
Was like he's the perfect guy.
Yes, and her father was the head of the church.
So, you know, he made that work.
Yeah, so he made that work and stuff. Yeah. And here she came in. The first time they kissed was at her wedding.
Yes.
You know?
And she never kissed anybody. I know. She never kissed him because she knew he's a married man.
And I think all of this stuff, it's really messing with Kody. The whole thing messing with Kody.
For
really
sure.
Messing with Kody. And I think also, you know, I think what's also messing with him, the fact that I don't think it would have taken much.
Yeah.
To righten the ship with Christine.
No, I think
it would not have taken much. Husband. It wasn't even much that she was asking for. And I think now he realized, and he has said so many times, like, my pride, man. It was my pride also.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't much that I had to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I just did not do it. He has said so before in a confessional.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think all of that, it's like, man, why didn't I take her seriously before?
Yeah, exactly.
And now she's gone. Like, she just up and left. But she didn't really just up and left. This has taken years.
Decades.
I mean, it's been over a decade.
It's been at least 1 decade.
You know, that she's been trying to talk to you. And it's not much. She didn't need much. Christine really, honestly, didn't need much. For a woman who did so much, she was like that perfect housewife.
Yeah.
Right? Kept the house really wonderful.
Kept it was a well-oiled machine.
Well-oiled machine, drama-free zone, you know?
Yeah.
And if you had just spent that extra time just with her, just validating her, you couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
And then you involve the children, start like being mean to the kids also, being mean to her kids.
Yeah.
You know, because now, you know, you're not getting along with the mom. It's all of that stuff that makes them lose that respect for you through the years, you know?
Yeah. Brianna said she was so lonely when she was staying in her room away from the family. Mary was alone for months and Robin wouldn't let her visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine how they were feeling. You were upset for 10 days.
Yeah.
I mean, Mary alive. She could have been dead
she was
for
following
2
all
months.
The rules.
Above and beyond. Just for him never to come visit her.
She followed all the rules and he never, I mean.
Mary, the reason why you're suffering is because you brought this woman into the family and you have malicious intent.
That's what it was.
But you're being passive aggressive.
But then so did she. Because what you are, that's what you'll attract. So you attracted also a woman who had malicious intent.
Yeah, ruined your marriage, just obliterated it. And she begged for a relationship with him for years. She did. She like really Christine gave this man opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And sometimes when you spit in somebody's face for so long, it just
I think that Isabel thing, like she said, she totally lost respect for him for the whole Isabel thing.
Because the fool was cabbage patching at a wedding that he had officiated.
To a wedding,
and then was dancing.
And you know something, you know he could have traveled to New York and just been outside. He could have been out. If you don't want to go to the hospital, whatever, you could have actually just come. Dude, there have been some parents, their children have cancer or something.
Yeah.
The child is in, the parents will come, stand outside of the window.
Exactly.
You can look out and wave. You know, he could have traveled with all of Robin's kids. Like Robin could have told him, hey, why don't we just travel to New York where she is with all, if she's really a sister wife, if she actually really cares for this family, like she always tries to parrot. I really care for this family. I really wanted this family. I really wanted it. If I go spit on a family, but I come and say I want this family, I mean, those are just words.
Robin, I just want to say one thing.
There's so many things you could have done to show that you really wanted the family.
Yeah.
But Kody never questioned that. I really want the family. She says she really wants the family. She really wanted the family.
All I have to say
But
to
her
you,
actions
Robin,
never showed it.
Robin, I just have one thing to say. Just know that hell is very, very hot. It's excruciatingly hot.
Yeah.
And if I were you,
And you're probably gonna have it right here on Earth.
well, that's probably why you caught what you caught.
Be
very careful.
Interesting that after all your 20 months of sequestering away and having all your COVID rules, like
I feel like the whole thing with COVID is really there's really nothing you can do to prevent it. I think honestly it's just a chance thing.
Yeah.
Either you're going to get it or you're not. Like if you're meant to get it, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we haven't had it. I don't know if I have it right now because I can't smell anything.
I actually think that that's what you have. We're thinking it's malaria. Maybe it's COVID.
Yeah. I mean,
and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you've been vaccinated or whatever.
I feel like it's just a chance thing. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But I found it very interesting. Christine, who has been traveling the most,
and Mary,
yeah,
they didn't catch anything.
Yeah, they haven't caught anything. But you, Robin, who have been here for all these rules, you got COVID and you're in the hospital.
And I
think it gets people that aren't doing well in
the right thing.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't know. I haven't gone to the hospital.
Also, you know what I'm thinking too?
Yeah.
Because even now in the States, they're saying all these children are so sick. And I think because the kids have not been around people
for
their
long.
Immune system, just regular bugs, they get sick, their immune system hasn't built up. And I think that's like the same thing with them. Like Christine was traveling, Mary was traveling, but Robin, you've just been in the house. You guys are kind of, I don't even know if they were even outside, because it seems to be staying inside quite a bit. I mean, now like all the kids got sick, but Aurora goes out and about. I think she says she goes to school, Aurora.
Yeah.
And she was the only one who did not catch it. But yeah.
Karma definitely kicked Mary in the rear end. Absolutely.
It really did.
I just feel like if Mary had
I wonder if she'll ever take accountability for that. Like, you're the one who brought Robin in.
Yeah.
You and Robin obliterated this Brown family. Both of you.
And then also I feel like there just was no accountability whatsoever. Yeah. And I also feel like maybe
there was no check on Robin.
I mean, Robin Mary never went and asked Christine. She never asked Janelle. She just brought her in.
And the thing is, Kody has never once asked Robin, what are the things that you think you can do to
what can you bring to the family?
Yeah.
But instead, no, he held her coats in Las Vegas like this and said, "Baby, you're too beautiful to clean or cook. Yes. You don't ever have to do that."
What he really wanted to say was, "Baby, you're too beautiful to ever go to assimilate with anyone. All you have to do is just sit there and do nothing. Just exist."
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll make it right for you.
I know.
The whole thing's been just a mess.
I know. And then Robin says that Gabe and Garrison
we did not even talk
sent
about
her a text or something and called her to accuse her of
ruining the family and all this stuff.
And did you? And then she says, "I just want to clear it with them." Why didn't you clear with them when they actually called you?
Because
but you went and gossiped to Kody about them. They were on the phone with you. You could have actually just, numbskull, just said, "Let's clear it out now." But no, now you want to clear the air 2 years later.
That's what I wanted to talk about. There was one more point, because Kody was there telling Janelle, I need to clear the air with all my people because you cannot. Also, we have all the single woman decisions.
Oh, yes.
Yes, but he was telling Janelle, they cannot come to Christmas unless we clear the animosity, because I ain't gonna have nobody in my house and we have bad vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing, so he then went to go say that, well, Gabriel and Garrison, they are
having their crosshairs.
She's in the crosshairs or whatever because of
He didn't say why. It was Robin who was saying that, they sent me a text and they called me
saying that
they were
can't
accusing me.
Yeah.
You could have cleared the air then.
You could have just called them. True. You don't need to go through the mother to go and tell them to come and like bow down and apologize. And then also
I love them. They're like my kids. If they were like your kids, Robin,
you will call
if you really love them, you will have just dealt with it when they called you that time. You will not have gone and gossiped about them to their father and let the father take your side and create all this problem between him and his children. But this is what you have been about. even though you had that creepy picture to make new memories from Kody that never existed, that has not been enough for you. You have resented the fact that those kids came from Kody's loins.
Mm-hmm.
And your three did not. You have resented that.
Yeah.
And you've systematically gone out of the way to break up that relationship. No matter how much Brianna calls him a dad, he will never be more of a dad to her than he is to those kids in your mind.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses you off. You have been, and that's one of her sins. Jealousy.
Listen, y'all, we are going to do a video about Robin's deadly sins that has ruined the family. We're going to post it
to do right now.
As soon as this live is over, we're going to record the tape and we're going to post it.
I don't even know how many there are, but we're going to just talk about it and then we'll count later.
But also, you guys let us know. Do you guys want us? Obviously, we're going to do the sins that are in the Bible that Robin has done to destroy this family.
Well, not in the Bible,
sins, but just
period.
sins.
I mean, there are some of them,
of course, are from religious books or whatever stuff.
Yes,
but we're going to do that one, and then also I kind of want to do a breakdown.
Quran too.
Yes, but also we want to do a breakdown of her 5-year plan, how it contributed, like what she did, how she did this, and how she got all these things done.
Yeah.
But also kind of ruined the family. So I don't know. Do you guys want us to do 2 videos, or do you guys want us to just do one video and put it all together?
I think we can just put it all together.
Well, y'all just let us know.
Okay.
I mean, it's more content for y'all to watch or whatever stuff.
Okay.
But yes, so I just feel like the thing is with the whole Gabriel and Garrison thing is ridiculous. And then also I feel like the thing is she said that, oh, I had no idea he was telling them to apologize. He didn't say that. He said that I want them to clear the air. So that's how I know your trifling ass actually did tell him to say that, because Kody actually told Janelle, because he said in the confessional, I don't want them to apologize. I'm just trying to clear the air. Yeah. And you use the same terminology. Mm-hmm. I just want to clear the air with them. Mm-hmm. You're telling on yourself.
I know.
You're just telling on yourself. Yes. So you did tell him that.
Gossipy ninnies about your family, and Kody,
and you want them to bow down. Yeah. You want them to bow down and go and apologize to Robin for what? For accusing you of shit that you've done. You know, I'm fed up with this lady.
Yeah. That's a bird. It's just a bird. A beautiful bird. I don't know if this is the wrong continent for you to be in. It's just a beautiful bird, an orange and green bird. That's all. It came and hit here by mistake, being realized. And I know after the pregnant salamander she saw, it was a wrap. But... and it was in my room. I should be the one having a fit. But anywho, I mean, you know.
Okay, so what did you guys say? Do you remember when Robin and Kody got legally married and didn't tell anybody? Robin been plotting for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. But also, I feel like Mary also was to blame. Because the thing is, you divorcing Kody so that Robin can marry him is a family decision. Because who said we want her to be the legal wife? You
see? Who says that we can trust her? Because at the end of the day, if Kody dies, you have to trust Robin to share the wealth. To do right. So you're all right. That was a family decision.
It's not just
that Mary once again took it on herself, with her prideful self.
Well, she's thinking, well, I'm legal wife, so I really don't need their opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why you are sitting down there with a man who don't love you. Karma is something.
And that's why she still has the scales on her eyes that have not been removed, and they will not be removed because of the malicious intent. You see, you got to account for that sin first, for those scales to be removed.
Yes. And Mary has learned, when you dig a grave from jealousy, dig too. Yes, I remember she's manipulative. Robin wants Gabe to apologize, but she can't tell him happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's just too much.
Thank you.
Robin poisoned the well. Absolutely. Completely poisoned and sodomized it.
Absolutely.
Just ruined the family. I mean, Robin has done a lot of stuff, and I feel like her and Kody just need to be accountable at this point in life. You know, I mean, like he's there in like
And
black eye
it's
makeup
going
being
to actually
Cleopatra.
be
I mean, they're
King Tut.
trying to bring King Tut and Cleopatra,
Yeah.
which she's aging like milk.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're there doing all this stuff with her kids, and he's like, you know, I really would not be caught dead doing this type of stuff, but Robin wants to make sure the kids are always having fun. Got you whipped like dance, donkey dance.
You know what it is. They want to now. We have overcome COVID. No, we have overcome Christine. That's what it is. And now we're gonna start having a good time. We're not just gonna have good times. Don't just happen with Christine. 'Cause I remember Christine was always in charge of like the game nights and the fun things that they were doing. So it's like we're going to start doing fun things for the family. This is how we're going to be rolling now. Yeah.
Craziness. Absolute craziness.
I even remember a time when Kody was trying to say how Robin was doing things with the kids and for the kids. And I was like, who is he talking about? Kind of like the same thing when he was saying Robin was like the financial officer. And Janelle is like, huh? Then why am I here? It's the same thing, like, oh, Robin was doing all these things with the kids. It's like, you mean Christine? Who are you talking about?
I think
like he tries to boost really up Robin and make up stories about her. That's just not like Janelle says. I don't see it that way.
Yeah,
you may perceive her this way.
Yeah,
that how she came with all these wonderful things for the family and was there for us and reached out to her. I don't see it that way. And you know something? I don't think she's the only one who doesn't see it that way.
Yeah. So it's
I think most of the family does not see it that way.
Oh, quickly before we close out, I want to talk about Christine and Janelle. Robin looked more like the witch in the wood than the Cleopatra.
In the whole Halloween thing, they both looked
crazy as hell. They both should have just been ghosts to cover their faces with a blanket that says "We are sinners and we do not take accountability for shit." Sweet, you know, like I can't.
They will never do that.
She is not cute at all.
Do that
with her boxy chin. God, her jeans.
You really don't like her, though.
I don't like her.
Like, Robin. You know what I did see though? Robin's eyebrows. We've been talking about the spoon eyebrows.
The soup kitchen eyebrows that Robin has.
I mean,
listen, if you do not have eyebrows, do not draw them.
Better when she was not well and she didn't have the makeup on. Her eyebrows looked fine.
I'm not going to say
your eyebrows. Stop putting the soup eyebrows on. Who is her makeup person? Why are they doing this on? They doing it on purpose at this point.
I just want to clarify.
Like laugh at her.
I just want to clarify. She did not look better. She looked like spoiled milk. Okay, what looked better was her eyebrows. The eyebrows.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it. But you say she looked better. She did not look better. That's actually when I made the milk, the spoiled milk comment to you in the bedroom. When you're watching. Worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
But her eyebrows look better. I just feel the person who's doing her makeup.
What if she's doing it herself?
Maybe has it in for her.
Well, what if she's doing the makeup herself? That means she hates herself.
Yeah. Or maybe these children, they're doing all these makeups and stuff like that.
Soup kitchen eyebrows are not on trend.
But maybe
they are not on
doing
trend.
Her makeup for her.
Soup kitchen eyebrows are not on trend in Instagram.
Dark eyebrows, honey, that it doesn't look right.
Worst Cleopatra ever. I know. Please don't ever wear that costume again in your life. She looked just like those women that wear the long dresses. What long dresses?
I know, yes, because at first when she had the hoodie, I said, oh, is she dressing like the Amish, right? I was thinking, first, but then I realized it was a hoodie. I said, oh, it is a hoodie. I was wondering, I said, why is she dressed like that today? But it was a hoodie that she was wearing that was over her head.
But no, also, I want to just, before we close out, Robin said she was withering away in the hospital.
I know. She was so dramatic.
And then you were not. You were not. They said your lungs look like you have COVID and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, all EKG came back fine. Everything else was fine.
And you probably went home that same day.
And stop playing sick. There are sicker people with COVID over there.
There are people that have actually died.
When she was waiting in the ER in the emergency room for over 6 hours. I said, this woman is not that sick with COVID. If not, they would have found you
They put you in the
right
ICU.
away. They would have found you, put you on vent or whatever. Girl, stop.
Oh, so she was there for 6 hours.
In the emergency room waiting for her bed.
She's an idiot.
And then finally, the doctor comes in and says, you know something, go home. I don't even think they even admitted her. You know, it was like, oh, go home. Your tests are fine. Everything's fine.
And then she said that she's having a hard time breathing.
Yucky, but X-rays were clear, but he had some sounds.
And then she was like, "Oh, I'm having such a hard time breathing."
But you're talking so much.
Long sentences.
I'm sorry, I get short of breath, right? Because I have my own condition. But when I get short of breath, am I talking?
No. You actually are not even saying. You're not even looking at me. You're just like, let me focus on breathing.
I'm focused on trying to get a breath. That's why I was like, I said, really, you're having problem talking, you're videotaping. Okay, all right.
You're obviously not that sick. Because I remember when I choked on Skittles and I could not even breathe. Like, I thought I was going to die. I was here trying to throw up. I'm here trying to catch a breath in. And that was me choking on Skittles. So I know you are probably well. Because when you really are out of breath, you're not even looking at nobody. You where is the air? I need to open my mouth to breathe.
Yeah. And Kody, you're there with your low grade temperature, 99.8. You guys have
she's COVID, a nurse. That's not a major temperature.
But at the same time, 99.8, it's a low grade fever. But I mean, listen, just miss me with. Yes, you guys had COVID. You may have been sick in the beginning, maybe the first 3, 4, 5 days. But that whole 3.5 weeks that you were sitting down there and you didn't go to the hospital, I'm sorry. You were missing Christine.
And I know she was looking for the camera. She was not looking for no breath to catch. She was looking at the camera.
I'm like, she can't breathe. What the heck?
Cue the dramatic music. Yes, Kim.
Yeah, and the kill.
And then her daughter's like, she was going to die.
I said, these people are literally traumatizing these children on some foolishness, playing sick in the hospital. The doctor from the emergency room told you to go home. Go back home. Made a mistake. Go back. You don't need to be here.
Please get the hell out the bed. We have sicker people here. Thank you, ma'am.
We need the bed. You don't need to be here wasting our time and being admitted.
I know.
It's too much. I mean,
I'm having a hard time breathing.
And the thing is, I didn't want to say goodbye because it may have been the last time with your dry eyeballs. And she didn't even bother to do that.
There was no tears.
No tears. What the hell? And they traumatize. You have a whole daughter who has panic attacks. Why will you go tell her that? Why? Why? I mean, what is? I had pneumonia. I've had pneumonia 5 times. Yeah. I don't even think the kids have ever known. Like when they were younger.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
I've had pneumonia.
I think you told me when I got older.
5 times. It was only once or twice when they were now like teenagers and in their late teens. There's like, oh, okay, mom has pneumonia. But the other times they never knew.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm not gonna come because you're traumatizing children. Yeah. When you're sick, the children feel bad. They're thinking death. And so why would you go tell her, I don't want to say goodbye? Because this is the last time. Who does that?
Robin.
And you have young children. So now you have the 2 older children, the one with the panic attack issues. You have them crying.
Yeah, buddy.
All in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Solomon and Ariella got to see all that foolishness. Like these parents, I don't understand. They don't try to cover their kids. They don't try to protect their mental health at all. Their emotional health, just selfish.
Very.
It's a lot of sins, but then we got to get on with it.
Oh, we have got to. We are going to talk about, listen, you guys,
we're going to do the preview first, and then we're going to do
the sins. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do the preview, and then we're going to do the sins of Robin. So please, you guys, come back to our channel in like 2 hours, and we will have those videos up.
Yeah,
and please
they'll be uploaded.
Share it, like it, and leave a comment and everything.
Yeah.
But love you, ladies. Sorry, Sobbin. Robin brings out the worst in me. We love you too, Kim. Thank you.
Please give thumbs up.
Yes, you guys, please give a thumbs up. There's a lot of you in here. So please just thumbs up the video. Yeah. It really helps the channel. Robin's daughter's pretending to cry. Junior actresses. Straight up.
You know me, I don't, my policy, I don't talk about kids.
I know we try not to talk about kids. Well, she tries not to talk about kids. I'm 24, so I feel like I'm in the age bracket a little bit, so I get a little bit of a pass. But that's just how I feel. I just feel like the whole thing was a mess. But I wanted to quickly. There's one point that people are trying to
gonna be very much like their mom. So, however they are, they're gonna be like their mom. They're gonna show what their mom does, and so that's why I just
kills me because they be faking it too, and I guess that's Robin's fault.
But I think it's also trauma. The kids were actually crying, and I just think it's the trauma, of the whole thing. Very soon, Brianna also started having anxiety attacks. Like, who does that to children? I mean, you guys get in the comments. Like,
Robin is a
who does that to kids? I know, this is the last time. You were having a whole damn conversation
and emulating their mama.
Like, you were having a whole damn conversation. You can't be that bad if you're able to articulate. I don't say goodbye because it might be my last time.
And it's gonna be my last time, honey. So just say bye to me.
I didn't know.
Okay, if it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I hope I don't die. That'll be Robin.
Yeah.
Still, like actually pouring, just pouring oil on the fire as it's stroking. Let me stroke the fire and pour the oil.
I hope she comes back. I almost checked myself in, but I don't want to play sick.
Oh, 2211. Our lucky numbers.
Wow, 2211. That's amazing.
Yes.
22 people in here and then 11 thumbs up.
Yes, but yeah, so I just feel like it's really just a mess. But I want to quickly close out with Christine. I keep trying to make this point.
Yes,
but
yes.
Christine said that the thing is with her and Janelle, Janelle has always been secure in her relationship, always.
Yes,
but with me, it's like completely different.
Yes.
And I just want to just say, I don't think that has anything to do with their relationship. I think it really has a lot to do with Janelle.
Yes,
I feel like Christine is somebody who needs romance and needs all that love.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's just the basics. But Janelle is a man up here. So she don't need that. You see, where you would say, oh my God, 2 years. Oh my God, we've only had sex twice in 1 year. You will be in an uproar. Janelle will be like, hey, I don't need sex that much anyway. So that's awesome.
That might be why she wanted the plural marriage, because she figures he's not going to demand too much of me emotionally. Maybe that's why she left to marry his brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I just think it really has to do with the personalities. Janelle, where you might find an issue with something like him not coming to check in on the kids, Janelle doesn't give a damn because she got you. And also, she can just tell her older son, Logan, to go tuck in the kids.
And she's actually fine with
she's fine with
Logan,
it.
for the longest I was getting up because Christine had taught him how to make the breakfast and stuff like that for the children and all that. So he was able to do that. Yeah. And look at it. It's coming back again. I think this bird wants to play with us. It's a beautiful green and orange bird.
Please stay the hell away from me. That's what I think. I think it really. That's just a thing. I don't think it's because Janelle. I don't think it's because Kody's doing anything special for Janelle. I just think it really has to do, because I do think he does treat the wives differently. But
and Janelle has even said even her children feel as though Kody is not giving her enough time. Yeah, but Janelle had said
it's sufficient. I'm fine with the crumbs. I mean, I have learned very early on that this man ain't going to be doing much. Yes. I am just here to say, hey, I am a woman. I have a man here who helps. Children. I have kids. Hey, and I get what I need.
One of my box.
Yes,
woman.
We get our freak on maybe once a year.
Yes,
and that's that.
I have sex. Yes,
woohoo. So I think that's all she really needs. Christine, on the other hand, I think isn't she a Cancer? So I don't know. I can't remember what she is, but I just feel like
a Cancer. Yes, she definitely needs that.
Cancer sign team over here. Woo, July 18th. But yes, so that's what I think it is.
Although I think you were going to be a Leo.
I know. I was so close.
Her father is born July 17th.
Yeah.
And so she was all the way up here. She had not descended anywhere. Yeah. And they're like,
but he was like, we need to have me he wanted me to be born on his birthday. But I always forget that man's birthday.
And
all
you were
the time.
Not coming on his birthday at all.
I was like, no, I'm getting my own
day. She got out
here
at 12, just after midnight.
Yeah.
She finally came, and they tried the vacuum.
It messed up my ears
tried
for a
to
while.
suction her out. They gave me an episiotomy, and she was not coming. So I really think that you would have been born, because sometimes you remind me of your grandma. Your grandma is a Leo. So it's like, even though you're on the 18th, I feel like you have Leo tendencies, but then you have some Cancer, certainly some Cancer in you too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's interesting.
But yeah, so that's what I think it is with the whole Christine thing. You know, I just feel like she just is a different person from Janelle.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's because Kody's doing something vastly different
to feel
for her.
like a woman, like how that Shania Twain song.
Yeah.
Feel like a woman.
But yes, can you imagine them emulating Kody? What a nightmare. Absolutely. You know, I don't think there's any child that's like Kody. I don't think so. Is there a child that's like Kody?
Maybe Brianna and Aurora.
No, I feel like that's a stretch, because I feel like he's really awful. I feel like they're definitely like their conniving mother. I feel like they have tendencies.
I mean, they're going to.
I know that they're conniving,
like
but they have tendencies.
Daughters tend to kind of emulate the mom.
I think they're young now. They have not been out of the cocoon to really know what's going on.
But when they become adults and they kind of look back,
well, it will determine if they're really like their mother. Yeah. If they either get closer to, if they actually end up being more like Robin, or if they decide not to be like her.
It's going to be very interesting. Because I feel like
you think Ari's like Kody, Robin? She said she thinks that Ari's like Kody.
Oh, Ariella.
Yeah.
I mean, think so? Ariella, right now she's a 4-year-old girl. She's a 4-year-old girl. She's filled with energy. She's very filled with energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might be. She's very, very busy.
I don't think. I don't know.
You know what is so funny? She also reminds me of Christine. Just in terms of the energy, just in terms of her energy.
Okay. Yeah.
She, and then they said she went to try to go make friends with someone who didn't want to be her friend. That's kind of sounds like Christine.
Yeah.
Who will try to go. And remember, there's a time she was close to Christine. Remember?
Who, Ari?
Yeah, they went for Christmas, and she came and she was hanging around with Christine. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Christine could have brought them balance, given the chance, a nurturer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. But Robin did not want her children to be close to Christine.
No.
Because she saw that was happening.
Yeah.
And she did not want that at all.
No.
Robin did not want that. Robin was so we're going to talk about the sins of Robin.
We are going to talk about the sins of Robin.
We're about to
Y'all, please come back to the channel in 2 hours exactly, because the video will be posted, and we going to need y'all to like, subscribe. You
guys got to sleep.
Yeah.
Because it's late over there.
But no, hold on, wait. With the Kody is self-serving and just seems to be worried about losing another one. Yeah. I think he just did not want on his record that a wife had left him, because it just removes the cover and shows that he's actually a horrible person.
Yeah.
Robin
and also the children too. The children too. Even now, I bet he's blaming Gabriel for the fact that he did not remind him about his birthday.
Absolutely. Yeah. But you're my daddy, though.
Yeah. He blames everyone but himself.
I think it'll actually kill this man. I think he'd much rather jump off like a 100-foot balcony than for him to actually admit that I was wrong. Yeah. I did these things. Yeah. I ruined my family. I don't think he will. I think it will actually kill him.
And I think it goes back to his childhood. Remember, he said his father never thought that he was a responsible person.
You're not.
So I think
you're mad at your daddy because he pointed out the truth.
It goes back to that. Like, he never found me responsible. Never probably took him seriously. He never even thought that Kody will be the one to follow into his footsteps. Because remember, it was his brother, the one who passed away. That the father was upset that the brother didn't want to be in that kind of lifestyle. Remember, Kody was saying?
Yeah, but he probably tried to.
And so he tried to probably prove to his dad exactly. But even with that, the father found him to be very irresponsible still. Yeah. Right? And so he has this thing. If I go and admit and take accountability, it's just still also admitting that I'm wrong. So he will always try to hide and lie.
Well, that's the thing. You're not responsible, like your daddy said. It goes
back to the whole childhood thing. But he didn't understand why his father was calling him not responsible. Because the father can see that you don't take accountability for little things. Probably always was kind of maybe lying.
And my thing is, Kody, he has been in therapy multiple times with different therapists.
I think he goes because of the show. I don't think he was doing it prior. I wish he was doing it prior.
I think he would take it by himself.
Yeah. That's what he needs to do by himself.
Kody wants respect on his terms and definitions. Uses respect as a weapon. And you know you respect yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, how you want somebody to respect you, bruh?
Well, start respecting others, Kody. Start listening to other people. Like whatever it is that you want to have in life, you have to be that.
Yeah.
You're only going to get what you put out. So if you're not getting respect, look at yourself. But then he has to take accountability, which we know he never does. So
Yeah.
then the will continues. Like Janelle says, we keep on going down the same road.
I really hope she leaves him.
I think
There's
so.
nothing there for Janelle. There's nothing there for Mary.
After the
Let him be a
monogamous. After the conversation that they had, the things that Janelle said about she has been thinking for years, thinking, is this something I still want? Does this work for me? Is this whole thing compatible with what I think?
Yeah.
And I want to figure out if this thing is still viable.
Yeah.
It takes her a while to think through things and ponder. After this conversation that they had, I don't think Janelle is going to stay. Remember all the time I've been saying that I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she might stay. But after this conversation that they had, I just felt like it was a huge red flag. Like Kody, how can't you see that Janelle has her half of her body out?
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Did you see the preview where Janelle says her kids don't feel welcome?
We're about to talk
honey,
about the preview.
We are definitely going to get into that. We're about to do a video on the preview, and we're going to do a video on Robin's sins that broke up the family.
Yes.
So those 2 videos will be uploaded in about 2 hours. So if y'all come back, just know this time it will be there. Yeah. It will be there.
We're about to do it right now.
We'd love to see Christine and Janelle move forward with a spinoff. I think they will be amazing. I would love to see them together.
Yes.
And then also I feel like all this is happening very oddly, because I felt like Mary would be the first to leave.
I know.
Then Christine.
I felt Janelle was gonna.
I always thought we married Christine.
Christine, yes.
Yeah,
Christine.
I always thought we married Christine and then
Robin.
Janelle.
I thought Robin was going to leave at one point after she got all her stuff that she needed.
I thought she would too, but I don't think she will.
Yeah.
I think if he becomes a monogamous,
she will letting stay. Herself go.
I will be there for that. Thank you, Robin, because trust me, it will be there in 2 hours. It will be there at what? It's like it's 11:09 our time, so it should be posted by 5 a.m. your time. Yeah. If you are in America,
by the time you wake up for the day.
Yes, it will be there. Do not worry. We're gonna have both of them there.
Yes.
But yes, so that's what I think about that whole thing. And we have spent almost 2 hours on this thing, which I love. I'm so happy that we did a really long one this time.
Yeah, I mean, it was so much to say.
So much to talk about. I wonder how many episodes are left in the season.
I have no idea, but I'm here for it.
Yes, you guys. Everybody that's here, we invite you guys to come back to the channel in 2 hours. The videos will be posted.
Yes.
Please leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video to somebody who is a Sister Wives fan. Yes. And if you are not subscribed to our channel already, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to be subscribed, honey, so you can know when we post, when we go live, and when we have content. Hit the notification button. I'm going to figure out to make sure that everybody's getting our notifications as well.
Yes.
But we love you guys so much.
Very
active live today, and there was a lot of people here. I've seen some new people as well. So welcome to the family, and we appreciate and love you guys so much. But please, you guys, leave a like if you love this live and if you want to see more. And do not forget, it's Mary
and Alma.
You guys press a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below. Bye. Thank you for joining our live. See you guys in 2 hours.
Yes.
Bye.